we go airport, I think we are on time, just around this time. And I will do Kumasi. And training, first training was Baba Yarago Pamaso. 4:30. I'm the coach is no per se. First 30 minutes or so, no more behind closed doors because they had only 10 players in training. And then Omonya Nipadodo almost started on drills as quickly as possible. Now after the first 30 minutes, Omama Beshade for Abba inside Abeshe. And then of course the media will have the chance to cover the training. Echna, we will train later in the evening because I was at Angola for no training at the kickoff time, which is 4 p.m. In Angola, be training 4 p.m. Yeah, be training 5:30 p.m. Tentatively, match commissioner is here. You may propose idea to on say Angola media engagement with coach will be at 3:30, and I hear the 5 p.m. and then they will train at 4 p.m. and then we will train at 5:30. Now for Yawadano, I can see at 4 p.m. which is what has been approved by CAF.
Jonas Ajetebe replaced the injured Jiku. Apart from Jiku, I want to make Jonas replace Nobiati by.
At the moment, we have 22 players. 2 absentees are my Jordan and Elisha. Ombawa Bidru Accra and Adri. Now Oma join here in Waha, Echanopa. But aside 2 players here in California now.
Okay, against Angola, we been here the support from the fans. Their message now at the moment.
Well, very important. Over the years, Kumasi Mai, Asantimai, Ede Omo, Ahodini Omo, Susum Eta team Nechi. And we don't think this time it was Essisa. Into Ebeshe Ghana Mai say, Ebribia Eba, Ahodini Omo Eta team Nechi. Mostly when the boys are in camp, Omo Kanwasem. We will not take it for granted. We've never taken it for granted. We appreciate that support. Into Ebeshe say, Omo Ebeba. Ede Omaho ni omusunsu beta ye China Afcon qualifiers no yasha say on a good note. Angola are a very good team and we almost send on delegation list about 75 or so and a free Angola Eba and they are coming from Angola straight to Kumasi on a charter. Inti Omar Riada to say Omo epese Omo ehayen ewa but I think we have a very good record even when we are there you hear points so badly. The spirit of Kumasi evoked, and we were able to win by 1 goal to 0. We are very much aware of their quality, but we think we are also ready for the game.
The pitch, the issue they be discussing.
Unfortunately, I haven't seen it, so I can't talk much. But from the pictures and from reports, I know Ejuma Kakra Oho. But John Pinto was here for a number of days. He sent his report to his boss and ran a meeting. The coach is still concerned, but he wants to see it. Training. No matter what it is, no matter the condition, the situation, the boys will adapt quickly and prepare for the game.
Is that true? 10 players were only around yesterday for the training in Accra. Some had to join in the evening. With 48 hours to go, would fitness be a concern to Coach Otuado ahead of the game?
It's like that everywhere. We are not an exception. When the season starts, you do not have the luxury of time to get your players to come for 1 week, to come for 2 weeks. The same thing is going to happen to Angola or all the other national teams. This morning when I saw Joseph Pintel, I felt for him because he connected about 4 flights before getting to Accra. But it is what it is. It's part of their job. Sometimes even in Europe they travel far distance to play matches. That sometimes they sit on coaches, whether it is a rail coach, whether it's a bus coach. They travel for long distance before they play their matches. So I do not want to use that as an excuse. I think these are professionals who are well exposed. Yesterday 10 players trained like you said. Later in the evening we had about 7 of them arriving, and then I think Lawrence Atizigi, Joseph Pintel and co also arrived this morning, and then we're expecting Jordan and Elisha later tomorrow. So our first training in Kumasi today will be very intense, and then we will relax things a bit tomorrow and go into the game on Thursday.
But the head coach, what's his state now after what happened, over the weekend? And how did the players also react to that? Is everything okay in camp, especially with the head coach?
Health condition wise, I think he's fine. He only complained of, has some pains around his eye nerves. So the doctors recommended a special spectacle for him to put on, which he's wearing, and he's been wearing since this morning. Aside that, everything is okay. Thank you.
It's good, and just going to go more hard to make it easier.
You played under Enzo Maresca last season in the same role, different setup. Now you have Cooper as your coach. Has anything changed for you personally?
Yeah, they're all different type of coaches, and they have their style of play, and everything is different. You just need to cope up with the new manager and do what he asks you to do, and yeah, everything is different so far.
Yeah, you heard the news about Jordan Ayew, who has joined you at Leicester City. How was the news when you heard he was joining you, and so far how has the synergy been between the two of you?
Before I heard he was coming, I spoke with him, and yeah, I was happy, and it was amazing, and right now I'm happy. I have another brother in my team, and yeah, we do it together as always in the national team, and we are going to do it more in the team as well.
You played against Villa, you lost, but the two of you were on the pitch playing on either side of the flanks. How was the synergy, and how do you intend to bring that, to the Black Stars on Thursday?
He's always a senior player, and I love playing with him, and he always guide and give you more advice, and even outside and inside the pitch. So I'm happy, and I think it's going to be easier for me playing with him both in the national team and club, and I'm so happy.
Yeah, a game against Angola is in just a couple of days away. What are you doing personally, psyching yourself, ahead of that game?
Yeah, it's just another game, and we just go with full energy, and as we always have the support, and we are ready to also give all for the nation, and yeah, we are just going to give all and take a win.
Finally, what do you have to tell Ghanaians ahead of the game?
I just want to say we need the support, and we are ready, and we are going to give all for the nation to get the 3 points.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Level of this team going into a game like this one against Angola, who are very much pretty strong.
Yes, firstly, the confidence in the camp is very high. We know the talent that we have in the team, we know the ability, and we know that we want to, write a great story for the nation. So we're going to do everything we can come in the next 2 games to put ourselves in the best position for success.
When all the last game we played, they had to take, the final minutes was a bit scary, we nearly lost it. What are the precautions that you guys have spoken about going into such a game?
As a team, we're still coming together. We're still awaiting the players who have been still serving their clubs. So we're going to definitely be having the conversations about the game ahead. But we always know going into any tie, any qualifier, both teams want to win, but we got to make sure that we want it more than the other team, and we always have that hunger for ourselves, for the whole country. So we're going to give it our best shot and make our best attempt.
How strong are you working your way into the starting 11, knowing that in the pecking order you are a bit behind?
No, for me, I've never had things easy in my career. Maybe some people see it as an underdog, but I've always been ready to work hard. I've always believed in my ability that I can make it to be a Black Star, to be the striker, and that's what I want to achieve. And also I'm going to look to support the boys because we're a team, and I believe that we've got a lot of talent in the attacking force as well as the defensive and midfield. So I just want success for the whole team, and we'll look to achieve big things for Ghana.
But it's not a given that you're going to start against Angola. You have to fight for places with Semeno and other players, and Nyake Williams as well. So now what's the drive, and how are you going to perform such that the coach will have no other option than to select you to start?
It's something that every striker you have to deal with. There's always going to be options as attackers, and we're a team at the end of the day. We're looking to represent the whole nation. So I want my teammates to do amazingly, and also I'm going to be working hard in the training sessions as well as with my club to make things successful and make the manager have something to think about. So that's all I can do.